What's on YouTube? It's PTT back at it with another Division video. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be looking at the upcoming changes to gear sets with the 1.6 update. So we all know that a few gear sets are getting some attention in 1.6, and none, in my opinion, are more notable and worthy of talking about first than the Alpha Bridge changes. So let's start there. Currently, as we all know, the Alpha Bridge set gives plus 100% health regen as the 2-set bonus, plus 5% weapon damage as the 3-set bonus, and as the 4th piece talent, if your primary and secondary weapon is of the same category, they both gain all of the unique active talents. Now, as far as I can tell, the 2 and 3 piece set bonuses will remain the same in 1.6, but when the 1.6 update drops, the 4 piece talent will indeed be changing. Now, you might be asking what the 4 piece is going to be changing to, so let's take a look. The new 4-piece Alpha Bridge talent now only provides the 3rd free talent of the unused weapon instead of all 3. All talents ignore unlock requirements. Now, that on initial thought seemed to be a really big nerf, but when you actually think about it and realise that you will now be able to activate any talents on any gear with the Alpha Bridge set, as the requirements for every talent are being made invalid, then I personally don't think it's going to be as bad a nerf as some people are making it out to be. Now then, Alpha Bridge isn't the only gear set to see some attention in 1.6, so let's move on to our second set, the D3 FNC set. So currently the 4-piece talent for FNC build allows the use of an SMG if one is equipped when Ballistic Shield is deployed, but SMG crit chance is reduced to 0%. Now, I'm sure that you are all aware of the fact this actually doesn't work, and there are several ways of getting around the 4-piece talent and allowing your SMG to crit. This is obviously not the way the devs had in mind when developing the set, so they decided to change direction with the set and change the 4-piece talent accordingly. So, with 1.6, the 4-piece FNC set will be as follows. When used, your Ballistic Shield has no skill mod active. It will no longer remove critical chance from your weapon. What this means, guys, is that you will now keep your crit chance when using the FNC build, but you will lose the mods selected on the shield, i.e. Reactive Targeting, Assault Shield, or Kinetic Breaker. Now, obviously, this looks on the surface of things to be a very big nerf, but again, when you look at how tanky the FNC build is in PvE content, then I can fully understand why Massive have decided to change this up. And with the introduction of the legendary difficulty, I guess they just didn't want a team of shields running through the mission with ease. So yeah, that's the FNC nerf. Now let's quickly touch on what else is changing with the FNC set. We all know that when using this build, you can't swap weapons between the pistol and the SMG when you need to. Well, that gets fixed in 1.6, and now you will be able to automatically swap to your sidearm if the SMG runs out of ammo. Fairly cool if I do say so myself, even though I do think this should have been there since day one. Now then, let's move on to what I think is going to become the new meta build for 1.6, and that is Reclaimer. Currently, as you know, the Reclaimer gear set offers you a set bonus 2 of plus 50% consumable duration, a set bonus 3 of plus 50% support station duration, and a 4-piece talent. Consumables and special ammo used now apply to the whole group and are not consumed on use. Triggers consumable cooldowns and cannot start consumables that are on cooldown. Now, personally, I became a massive fan of Reclaimer in 1.3, and I'm kind of sad to see it change, but I do indeed see the potential of the new Reclaimer build, so let's see what is changing. So the 2 pieces will now be increased support station range. The 3-piece talent, I can assume, is staying the same, so plus 50% support station duration, and the new 4-piece, all support station mods are active at the same time. That's right, guys. All the mods will be active at once. So now with the Reclaimer build, when you put down a support station, you will activate life support, immunizer, and ammo cache. Clearly the aim here was to make Reclaimer a true support build, and wow, what a set this is going to be. Now, I do recommend, guys, that if you want to see the potential of the current Reclaimer set, you check out Marco's video that I will link in the description below. And when you watch it, take into account that support station is changing for the better and the skill cap is increasing to 450,000. So, the potential, in my opinion, is truly amazing. Now then, moving on to Tactician. The current 4-piece is every bullet your group hit enemies with adds 0.2% skill power to you for a maximum of 30% bonus. Bonus disappears after 10 seconds of not being updated or after 10 seconds at full power. Now that will change in 1.6 to now consumes the skill power buff on skill use instead of after 10 seconds. Now, you guys know me and are very well aware I don't run skill builds, and I've only ever run one build that included Tactician, and that was a 3-3 Firecrest build. So I honestly can't tell you how this will affect your Tactician builds. So to be honest, guys, I'm asking you, hit me up in the comment section if you know how this will affect those tac builds so that you can help other viewers understand how their build will change. Now then, finally guys, a new gear set is being introduced and it's called Seeger. On the PTS patch notes, it lists the following as its set bonus. 2-piece plus 10% body shot damage. 3 pieces plus 30% critical hit damage. And 4-piece after 2 consecutive shots to the body, the next shot is a guaranteed critical hit. Now, this does sound like a fun set, and having seen it in action on the PTS, I do believe it might suffer a change or two before the PTS is finished. But in its current state, I have to say, 1, I am very impressed, and 2, I can see a lot of potential with this build, and a lot of varying builds coming into play that make the use of this gear set talents in some very creative and effective ways. Now then guys, that's going to wrap up this video, so as always, drop a like if you found this video helpful and you kind of enjoyed it. If like normal we can reach 100 likes, that would be awesome. Let me know any comments you have in the section down below, and don't forget to subscribe guys if you're new to the channel. There are plenty more Division videos coming your way, and as always agents, thank you very much for watching. Until the next video, I'll catch you all soon.